Hi, it's Tom. We're talking about Intex pools. If you have one of these, pumps, you're just going to be wasting time. I'm going to pause here a second. All right, this is a sand filter pump. This is probably about a 3/4 horse, maybe a 1 horse, not sure. I mounted it on this platform, piece of carpet, some screws right here. This is a sand filter for it. This is the intake screen, or the intake part for this. You really don't want to get anything in here. How you want to keep the stuff out of there is with your skimmer. So everybody's asking about the skimmer. You can see this skimmer actually moves a lot of water. This will catch all the bees and the leaves and stuff out of it. The original Intex pool hose came with this end on both sides. You can see that end eating away 3 years of running chlorine through it. Kind of ate that up. So I bought that hose at Home Depot. It was probably like $6. That other adapter right there hooks right up. This is the intake side. Okay, so this piece will come right off. This is the part you hook your vacuum hose to when you're going to vacuum the pool. When you vacuum the pool, what you want to do is take your pole, hook your vacuum hose to it, and extend your pole out into the water, and get it all the way extended out. Otherwise, when you go to blow water into it to get the air out of it, your pole will be down. You'll be swimming in it. I actually vacuum this sometimes inside the pool. I'm inside the pool when I'm doing this. So you take your hose, put it up against your exhaust part right here. That'll blow all the air out of it, fill it all up with water. And then you take it and you walk it all the way over to the intake side, hook it up, okay? How you know you pretty much got all the water out of it, or all the air out of it, is if you look at this part right here, there's like not many bubbles in here. If you see a lot of air bubbles in here, you got a lot of air in the system. Really, the only way to get the air out of the system is probably really crack this open, bleed the water and the air out of it, and then this is almost perfect right here. So if you get a little bit of air, that's probably all right. But too much air, you're gonna cavitate your pump, and it's not gonna do such a good job. One of the other things I did with this pool is I tied on the chlorine tablet holder deal to a string, so anytime the pump's circulating, it's moving water past the chlorine tablets. If you look down below, you can see where a tablet fell down, maybe when I first got this pool. So this pool's 3 years old, so it'll bleach out the pool. So try not to get the chlorine tablets touching the bottom of the pool, because it's going to be an issue, or it's just going to bleach out the pool. The thing about the sand filter is, if you keep your pool clean, you'll do a great job. Won't have to do a lot of maintenance, but if you slack on your maintenance, it's going to cost you. This is my backwash hose. This is a 2-inch fitting, 2-inch pipe fitting. Home Depot has this. If you're going to do any adapting, you can find hose that goes on this. This is just for my backwash hose. Like I said, I backwash this once a week. I probably backwash it for about a minute. Then you can usually tell when it's pretty clean, when the water starts coming out cleaner than what it looked like when you first started it. What else about Intex? The thing about it, this part here is this little plastic piece right here. This is pipe C. The only way to get this is buy pipe C from Intex. They're about $15-16. Is it supposed to do this? Yeah, it's supposed to do that. The other thing I do is, if you don't have a lot of people swimming in your pool all the time, so I walk by my pool in the morning and keep the water circulating when the pump's on. That'll get all of the bees and everything that are in here going towards the skimmer on the top. I have wood underneath the legs here, as you can see. That keeps that, and those are level to the ground. That eliminates a lot of this bowing here. A couple of things about chlorine. This pool gets pretty much, I call it morning sun midday sun and night sun. It's about 8 o'clock and the sun just went down over those cars over there. That sob story. If you don't keep on top of your pool and you don't have a lot of chlorine in it, and then you start getting algae in it, you're gonna have to scrub this thing every day. You have to backwash it every day. You're gonna have to chlorine. I only put chlorine in the morning. If you sit it in there at night when the pump's not running, then what happens is the chlorine just kind of gets stagnant in the bottom. You could bleach the bottom of the pool, that kind of stuff as well. So you really want to add the chlorine when the pump's running and you got water moving. Try not to put in a lot of chlorine before people are going to swim in it. Maybe as soon as they get out, run the pump. They tell you don't run your pump when people are in it, but that's just, you know, you got to keep them away from the intake side. The other thing is this is the exhaust side. This is the intake side. When Intex made this pool, this is the original one. They made a different one where this hose here hooks and there's two spots, one spot there and one spot there. When you're going to start vacuuming the pool, it comes with this little cap thing, and you'll put it over one side there, and that'll give you better suction or better filtration on the other side. So when you go to hook up your pool vacuum, you want to put that little plastic cup piece. I think it's gray or black. It has like a little dot hole in it. That's going to increase your filtering. That pump there, that new pool comes with actually a little bit smaller pump than this one. Anytime you can step up and buy a pump, or if your pump goes out and you got to buy a pump, step up and buy a little bit bigger pump. Everything's pretty much all adaptable, I think. You'll have to check. But anytime you go to Home Depot, take all your fittings and stuff and go down there. I've had to do some modifications to my pool vacuum. When you get the cheaper pool or the newer pool, it comes with like a smaller vacuum plate on it like this. It's like half the size of this. This one I've adapted. It's going to fit on the hose. It's got a wider range, and this is really going to help you, especially if you get a lot of algae. I went to Home Depot. This is just a PVC elbow. It's got the threads in it. That's the same piece that's on the same pipe fitting that's right here on the edge here. I screwed that on there, and it actually fit. So somewhere down the road, this thing's going to have a heater in it. I'm going to climb up the ladder here real quick and show you what I did with a couple years ago. I put this irrigation pipe up on the roof. There's probably about 700 feet, and I ran it PVC. Ran it PVC, ran it down, and I had it sucking in and out. There's a couple other videos on this, but there's probably 750, 800 feet up there. So, got any questions about Intex pools? I've had this one about 3 years. Hopefully I can keep this thing up another couple months. Bringing it down isn't fun, but once it's set up, it's a great pool. Tom talking Intex pools, out.